Hello Commanders of the Alliance! Today I'm going to show you a brand new armor set that was added to the 7.1 public test server, inspired by the Book of Boba Fett, as well as show you a bit of the decorations that are coming, inspired by that show as well. I'm also going to recap you on what we know so far, of what's coming in the future for the game, and what are the events for the month of June. So starting up, we have this new set, the Imperial Reaper's armor set. Before I could not preview it, but they did an update to the public test server and now you can check it out. As you can see, this is very much inspired by Fennec Shand on the Book of Boba Fett. The only big difference is that they added a hood to the armor set. But it looks pretty nice. It has the same colors as Fennec Shand, and it very much has the same helmet. As you can see, I removed the hood just here, and you can see that's literally almost the same exact helmet that she uses on the show. Now I'm gonna look for some dyes here so you can check out how well it dyes. I really like this color combination, for example. Very cool with the dark blue. Let's check out. This is a black and blue one. As you can see, this is one of those that it already is pretty good naturally with black. And then all you have to do is change the second color. The only thing I don't like is the area of the chest piece that you can still see a little bit of tiny bits of orange. But aside from that, this set might even be easier for you to dye with a secondary black dye. And I didn't notice any bad clipping situations here when I was testing the animations. Now, like I previously mentioned, there is a new Daimyo Decoration bundle inspired by the Book of Boba Fett. I only show you the throne the first time, but I wanted to quickly show you some of the other decorations I found for this set as well. Here's the Kolto treatment bed. Basically, Boba's back to tank every time he needed some rest on the show. Looks pretty cool. A weapon checking case. Nothing too fancy on this one, but still pretty cool detail. Just to have another weapon stash deco. Now this one I don't quite follow what they mean. There's a bunch of these antiques. You have the gold bottle, you have the wine cask, you have the milk yarn, you have the gold canister. I think essentially these items are, I guess, resembles some of the things that Boba Fett had on his food table. But one major one from the show is the Gaffy stick forge. As you know, Boba Fett was part of the Tusken Raiders and had to make his own Gaffy stick. And this whole decoration is really cool because it includes the entire forge of where the Gaffy stick was made. You also have this Syndicate Leader chair, which is basically the chair that the leader of the Pikes was using. You have the Bounty Hunter gear display. This is where he had all his helmet and everything placed down in the show when he was on the back to tank. And a Rancor pit floor grate. I'm not entirely sure about this one. I think this might not be the correct image because it just looks a bunch of sandbags. But it's the one thing I found related to Rancors. As you know, Boba has a Rancor, so I just try to search for decorations involving a Rancor. One extra note I want to clarify, one of the things I showcased from 7.1 is that you will be able to have 32 slots of outfits. However, they said that this is not coming with 7.1 yet. This is still in testing, so that feature expected sometime later. Alright, so June events. Next week, on Tuesday, we will have the return of the Rakghoul Resurgence on Corellia. This is a perfect time for you to get the Lokin companion. Remember that the Alliance contact Dr. Lokin can only be earned when the Rakghoul event is up. Doesn't matter which class. If you want to get him back in your companion list, or if you want to get him for the first time in a class that never had him, you can do so with this event. You just have to go and find him, and he will give you tasks that are only done in a Rakghoul area. Then on June 28th, is the Relics of the Gree event. It's a great time to earn more reputation for that event if you still haven't maximized it. Get some of the decorations, weapons, and armors from that event. Now, there's no mention of the nightlife event for this month, so that likely means that we will see the nightlife event start sometime July. I say this because nightlife event is exclusive to the summer. As for 7.1 update, what we know officially so far is that it's coming in the middle of the summer. So this could be at some point in July, since we're already testing the patch itself in the public test server, and they already finished a first phase of testing, and now we're on to a second phase of testing. It seems likely that the update will release on July. Again, this is just my theory. Now, of course, the next question that you're wondering is, are we going to see a story update with 7.1? And so far they haven't really indicated that there's going to be a story update. However, they did say that before the release of 7.1 there's going to be a live stream to talk about it. So potentially we could see a story update be mentioned in this live stream as a surprise later on. They don't tend to put story content on the public test server for us to test unless there's a flashpoint or something multiplayer related. So we're still not sure what will the story update be. But it is expected to have at least some kind of story update, because I remember in the past they said that every time an update goes up a number, meaning from 7.0 to 7.1, there is likely going to be some story content in there. Even if we don't get a big story update, I still expect some small story update, like a reunion with the Alliance and you have to discuss the status on Magus or the status on Jay Vizsla. Very likely the next big story update that we're gonna get is about the Mandalorians. The reason I say this is because they had already mentioned that there was going to be more content for those Mandalorians, and about a month ago or so, Charles was tweeting about working with voice actors for the new story content, and one of the voice actresses that reacted to this tweet was the voice actress of Jay Vizsla. So very likely we're gonna see that story update for the Mandalorians very soon. Anyways, that's all I know for this month. As we get closer to the release of 7.1, I'm sure we're gonna learn a few new things of what's coming. So I'll keep you posted if I learn anything new, especially on the story side of things. See you next time!